Hi, my name is James Shepard. I'm back here with the Poynt terminal, and I'm here to talk to you today about actually closing deals with the Poynt terminal. Closing deals with the Poynt terminal. Now, I have a really strong belief about this. I'm excited. I'm actually working on entire new training courses that are built around the Poynt terminal because, as I've said in previous videos, I actually really believe that this terminal is going to dramatically change the industry in a big way because of how it's positioned. It's really small. It has an open app marketplace, so it's really easy for developers to go in and build the apps. It's built on Android's platform, so there's a lot of Android developers out there already that can build stuff for this. So it's a really neat networking opportunity for developers. They're going to make really cool technology. It already has all the core essential things: inventory management, products and services you can manage through here, tracking things. It already integrates with cash drawers and kitchen printers and kitchen screens. And so it's really, with QuickBooks Online integration, like it's already got a lot of the core things that I've said in the past somebody needs to make in order to really, take over that small business market that's physical location. So this is a really neat terminal already. Again, for those of you who haven't seen it, it's got the, on the front here, it's got the front screen, and then this is for the customer to see, and then on the back, it's got this screen, and that's where you can click on things like, click on the register, and it's gonna pop up, just like you'd have a phone or something like that, phone screen. So it's about the size of an iPad mini, for those of you that have used an iPad mini before. So it's a really, really neat system that's set up for it. So I wanna talk to you today about closing deals. So in the last video, we talked about the opening pitch. The key thing about the opening pitch, whether you're using, you could even use our presentation booklet and say, have you seen a terminal like this, and just show them the presentation booklet. Or what you could do is actually bring a terminal in with you, which is going to be obviously much more powerful. So I would advise getting a demo terminal like I did here, take that into the merchant's location, show them the demo terminal, show them what it can do, and just use that as your opening pitch. So you can watch that in the last video. What do you do once you get past that? How do you close deals, okay? Well, what I would advise that you do is use 3-option selling. And so if you go back a few, like 2 weeks, you'll see a video on 3-option selling. And I talked about having 3 options. The 3 options I would recommend, and what we're doing now with our sales team, is we're giving them the 3 options where they can either sell the Poynt terminal, which is like the middle option. So they're gonna walk in with Poynt terminal, and they're gonna talk about the Poynt terminal. Then what they're going to do is they're going to say, okay, if you like the Poynt terminal, that's great. If not, we have 2 other options for you. If you're looking for much more functionality, then we have Clover. I think Clover is a really good higher end option. It's going to have higher software fees and other things like that. The hardware is a lot more expensive, but it's a much more robust system. So that's your high option. The low option, of course, is still a free terminal. So you can do a free terminal placement program where they're going to be able to get a free VX520 or something along those lines, Ingenico ICT 220. So, one of these free terminals. And so the way you actually close deals with this, I'll give you an example of it. So once you've gone through, you did your opening, then you have your presentation in the middle where you talk about the benefits of the system. You say, look, the great news is we don't even charge you any more than you're paying now. Usually it actually ends up being a cost savings for you because a lot of these free terminal programs actually have a lot of fees associated with them, monthly fees, paper, all these kind of different fees that they charge you. And so when you actually look at the cost of owning your own Poynt terminal, it's actually very minimal, and it's probably going to save you money on a monthly basis. So let's take a look at your current statement, and then we can see what the savings would be. Then you can use something like instantquotetool.com, a system that we've developed where you can go in and get a quote right away. You could create a custom program that's got your lease in here for a Poynt terminal. So if you want to do a lease on the terminal or sell it for cash or whatever, I would advise a lease. I mean, this is a very legitimate lease. You're not leasing like a little VX510 or something. This is a legitimate technology piece of product here. So it makes a lot more sense to go ahead and lease it. So, have a lease option for it and say, hey, look, we're going to save you $30 a month on your processing, and it's only going to cost you $30 a month on the lease for the Poynt terminal or whatever it is. So you go through and you do your lease. Then the way you close it is say, now here's a question I have for you, Susan. Do you think that you're ready to move forward and have a smart terminal with all the extra features and benefits that it has at this time? Or would you be more comfortable going with something like the free terminal placement that we have with the VX520, where it's similar to what you have now, but just a newer updated terminal, and then we can always upgrade in the future? So what's going to happen is on those deals, if you close it that way, you could close first on the lease, and then you can go down, and then they're probably going to go for either the Poynt terminal or they're going to go for the lower one. They're probably not going to say no. Or you could go on the high side, and you could say, now, do you think the Poynt terminal, is this going to have enough functionality for what you need with the QuickBooks Online integration and the other things it has? Or are you looking for something a little bit more robust like the Clover, which I'm sure you've already seen, where the cost is going to be a little higher, but it's going to have a little bit more functionality? So you see how we're actually going either direction. And you say, well, James, how do I decide which direction? It's really simple. You just have to be reading the person and figure out how likely they are to say yes right now. If you feel like you're teetering and you're about to lose the sale, then you offer them the Poynt terminal or the free one, right? If you feel like, oh wow, they're really interested in this, then you offer them the Poynt terminal or the Clover. If you do Poynt and Clover, they're probably going to go for Poynt almost every time because it's got almost all the same functionality that Clover does. In my opinion, there's some things that actually does better, like multi-location, things like that. And it's cheaper, and so they're probably going to go with the Poynt terminal when you go to close the deal. If it's somebody where you're teetering, if you offer Poynt terminal and free, a lot of times they're going to go with the free option. But then once you've developed a relationship after 2 or 3 months, you come back with the Poynt terminal and say, hey, look, I know you weren't in a position to upgrade a few months ago. What are your thoughts now? And once they trust you and they've experienced some savings, and you can even show them, hey, look, I've saved you $45 a month on average the last 3 months. Why don't we reinvest those savings in a Poynt terminal? It's not going to cost that much, and it's going to be so much better for you. And so that's a big part of it, is you can use that 3 option selling to actually close deals with the Poynt terminal. Now I'm going to do one more video coming up on Monday before our live event that you're going to want to watch. I may even put it out over the weekend, but we're going to put one more video out, and I'm going to go over some of the other features and selling points of the Poynt terminal. But make sure, if you haven't done so already, go to ccsalespro.com/Poynt, Poynt. ccsalespro.com/Poynt, Poynt, and you can register right there for our live event. It's going to be Monday night, October 9th at 6 p.m. I'm going to be doing more demo information about the Poynt terminal, and I'm going to interview the founder of the company that created the Poynt terminal, so we can learn a lot more about things that's happening with Poynt terminal, what's coming out next. I think you're really, really going to like that. So my name is James Shepard. Thanks for watching this video.